Welcome back to Teeny Bopper TV Breakdown. Today we recap Breaker High, episode 23, Two Seans Don't Make a Right. The episode begins in the coffeehouse, with Cassidy bragging about her matchmaking skills with two other students. This only eggs Ashley on to want to prove her superiority in the area, so she winds up promising to get Captain Ballard and Ms. Mitchell together. Does she give a hoot about Max's horrified face thinking about his father and his teacher dating? Absolutely not. After the theme song, Sean is complaining about Jimmy's messy habits to Tamira, and Jimmy is calling Sean a control freak to Denise, but of course they're not talking to each other. Tamira and Denise are, though, and they get Sean and Jimmy to agree to try role reversal, where Jimmy acts like Sean and Sean acts like Jimmy so they can try to see where the other is coming from. As maybe should have been expected, at first it definitely seems to backfire, turning into a roasting session instead, even if it is proven accurate immediately afterward. Step 1 in Ashley's matchmaking plan: tell Captain Ballard and Ms. Mitchell that the other majorly complimented them. So what if it's made up? Step 2, pretend Captain Ballard sent Ms. Mitchell a drink at the coffeehouse and convince her to join him at his table. Ashley then comes to Cassidy and Max, who look like they're holding hands at first. Didn't they break up weeks ago? To crow about her success. They don't believe her until they see the captain and Ms. Mitchell emerge onto the deck as he's putting a jacket over her shoulders. Maybe she's getting somewhere after all. While making fun of Sean, Jimmy falls off a table and appears to knock himself unconscious. He's only out for a few seconds, but when he wakes, he really does start acting like Sean, and not in a mocking way this time. While Sean is weirded out at first, he convinces himself pretty easily that another one of him is a great idea, and they do make a striking pair strutting down the hallway. In the classroom, Alex needles Max about his dad and Ms. Mitchell's budding relationship, to which Max responds by grabbing Alex's collar. When Ms. Mitchell reprimands Max, telling him his behavior is inappropriate, he grumbles, "You're one to talk about inappropriate behavior," and she gets a defensive look on her face while the class gasps. Sean's excitement over Jimmy acting like him begins to fade when Jimmy starts taking his clothes, like his lucky jacket, for example, without permission, and is fully gone when the girl he's been crushing on starts acting interested in Jimmy. Safe to say Sean's starting to see himself in a whole new light. We get to see a self-aware side of Ashley this episode. When Max tells her she wouldn't understand his feelings about his dad and Ms. Mitchell, she says, "Oh, I'm just one-dimensional Ashley Dupree, the human shopping spree. How could I possibly understand the dark, tortured mind of Max Ballard? I got through watching my parents split up. Watching them date other people, it's hard to deal with, but it happens. You can handle it in two different ways. You can sit there and sulk, or you can get on with your life and let your father get on with his." And of course Max responds to this by pretending he doesn't care, but we can all see through it. Sean has recruited Tamira and Denise to try and get Jimmy back to normal, and brings them back to his cabin where Jimmy is tied up. Tamira wants to hypnotize him, while Sean and Denise think hitting him in the head with a frying pan would work better. Eventually they realize violence isn't it, so they try to tempt him with food instead. It seems like it doesn't work, but then Jimmy's angel and devil over-shoulder selves appear to try to sway him to either side, and the bacon burger wins in the end, finished off with some chocolate pudding. Max tells his dad he's okay with the captain's relationship with Ms. Mitchell, but Captain Ballard says he and the teacher are putting things on hold, as having a normal relationship while on the boat is pretty much next to impossible. Max wants to know more about what happened, but the captain responds with, "I'll tell you more about my dates when you tell me about yours," and fair point. While Max does ask Ashley not to meddle with his father anymore, he does thank her for her perspective, which she'll take as a win. To end the episode, Jimmy's somehow back to being Sean, but consciously this time, as it seems to help him get girls, even as it does the opposite for Sean himself. We'll see how long this lasts. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back on Teeny Bopper TV Breakdown.